Okay, here we go again, guys. It is another month full of sneaker releases, hype sneaker releases, and a lot of resale potential on a bunch of these shoes. Like, this is one of the better months that I've seen since the summertime, so I think that there will be a lot of opportunity for you guys to cop hype sneakers if you guys want to just wear them or if you guys want to resell them. What we're going to actually be talking about in this episode is where the shoes will be dropping, what the retail price will be for, and also what you guys can expect on the resale price. So it's a great episode for people not only to find out and mark their calendars in November about when the shoes are releasing, but also what you can expect what happens after the drop in terms of resale potential. So that is what we're going to be looking at today, and that will all be coming up right after this. Aloha YouTube, what is up? Untitled Warrior here, coming at you with another sneakers buyer's guide episode, man. This is gonna be a great episode and we have a lot of shoes to go over, but before we get into those shoes, I do want to mention that if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below, man. We will be having the November Untied Dream Shoe giveaway happening tomorrow, actually, as a heads up to you guys that are watching this episode today, November 1st on the Beater Box. So if you guys don't catch that episode, highly recommend you guys do, because that's where you will be entering. So as a thank you for you guys for coming to watch this video, you guys have a heads up on that. Be sure to enter early, man. And so now we can get into the shoes. The first shoe that will be dropping, or at least the first hype shoe of the month that will be dropping, is the Jordan 1 Fearless. Now, this sneaker will be dropping on November 2nd for a retail price of $160, and it is a patent leather Jordan 1. It has a mix of the UNC colorway and also of the Chicago colorway, and you guys can see on the sneaker, it is very, very shiny because it is all in patent leather, meaning that it will crease very easily as well. Now, this shoe has already been hitting some of the resale markets. I checked out GoDap actually, and what you guys can expect for resale is a pretty standard resale price for most Jordan 1s after release. I'm looking at a resale price of about $240 to $400 depending on the size you get. Smaller sizes tend to be better for these sneakers, so if you guys get into the size range 8 to about 9.5, 8 to 10 even, those prices will be better than the 10.5 plus. So that's why I have a wider range on the resale, because higher range would usually be smaller sizes or money sizes, and then the lower range of the price is usually bigger sizes. So good luck on that one, guys. It will be dropping on Sneakers app as well as a bunch of other retailers for shoes, so keep an eye out, man. There are a lot of raffles going on as well, so highly recommend you guys check those out. Another shoe that will be dropping on November 2nd is the first of many Yeezys, and this is the Yeezy 500 Soft Vision. Now, this is like a pink kind of Yeezy, and honestly, the Yeezy 500s have been doing better in terms of resale, for me at least, I'm thinking, than the 350 models. Because for the 500 series, these retail for about $200, but if you guys get the small sizes, like from 4 to about 6, those sizes for 500s explode in resale value, man. Now, I think for the regular sizes that you guys are looking at, like 8 to 11, I'm thinking resale will be about $220 to $300. So nothing too crazy, man. You might make a couple bucks here and there, but nothing spectacular. However, for sizes 4 through 6, I'm expecting at least $400 in resale, so basically you would double your profit. That is a good one to look for, man, and it's kind of just a nice sneaker in general, man. The 500 model has been growing on me, and it looks like they're coming out with a lot of colors, so we should be seeing more in this month and in future months to come. And another shoe that is supposedly dropping on November 2nd, and probably one of my favorite shoes dropping this month, is actually the Air Fear of God 1 in the oatmeal colorway. Now, oatmeal colorway is kind of like a self-explanatory thing. It's like a lighter brown kind of color, similar to oatmeal, I guess, so that's why they have this name. But honestly, just the shoe looks so aesthetically pleasing, dude. The colors work really, really well. And as you guys can see, like back here, I have quite a bit of air fogs because I just really ended up liking the silhouette, and the colorways are very unique. Jerry Lorenzo from Fear of God did a great job on these sneakers, and in terms of resale, these things are bangers. Now, this shoe will be retailing for $350. It will be dropping on Sneakers app as well as fearofgod.com. I'm assuming that when it does drop on Sneakers app, it will be raffle format, so you gotta be lucky on that. But what I'm expecting for resale pricing is about $600 to $750. Now, for most of the colorways of the Air Fog 1s, they go kind of in a similar range. It will probably rise over time, and if you guys are looking for what size is best, honestly, any size is a good size for these. The fluctuation doesn't change much in terms of size for the Air Fog 1. Now, dropping on November 9th is the first of many Jordan 1 mids. This is the Blue the Great Jordan 1 Mid Fearless, and this will be dropping for $130 retail. Jordan Brand is dropping a lot of mids this month, and this is the first of many Fearless models. And there are a lot of artists and stuff designing these Fearless collabs, but this one is by Blue the Great, who is an LA-based artist. He has a huge love her primary colors, which is why this shoe is so vibrantly colored, and it's just a kind of like a what the kind of look. So it is pretty unique, and I just really like that back of that shoe where it has like that branding back there too with his signature. I think that's pretty dope, man. So I think that this one has a chance to do okay in terms of resale, but just so you guys know, Jordan 1 mids are a very hit or miss kind of thing, and most of the time you're shooting more misses than hits. Jordan 1 mids don't typically have good resale, but because this is such a like colorful shoe and like a collab kind of shoe, I think it will do okay. So in terms of resale, I'm expecting it to be about $200, which would be about $70 profit. That's a pretty good resale target, and honestly, it's just kind of a dope colorway. And so on November 15th, following up after Blue the Great, is the next Jordan 1 mid Fearless collab, which is with Melody Ehsani. Melody Ehsani is another artist, and she is actually having the best Jordan 1 mid drop of this month, in my opinion. Now this one will be retailing again for $130, and it will be dropping on Sneakers app. This one is just a banger, guys. Like, look at this sneaker, man. It has a whole bunch of cool aesthetics on it, nice writing on the back, giving it kind of like an off-white kind of vibe. And the thing you can't miss is that huge like watch on the top of the shoe. Like, it doesn't make sense why it's there, but it's just a kind of cool little thing, and I mean, obviously it stands out real cool. I'm wondering if that thing actually ticks, because that would be super sick. I mean, looking down at your shoe, you got the time. That's groundbreaking for sure. But yeah, it just has a unique vibe, and honestly, this one will probably do the best in terms of resale because of that unique vibe. I'm assuming that these will resell for about $250 to $400, which is much more substantial than the Blue the Great Jordan 1. So if you guys are looking for any of these mids to cop and hoping for a good return, this is probably the one that you want to go after. So Melody Ehsani Jordan 1 dropping November 15th, and the following day on November 16th is a crazy sneaker that's dropping. A very hype sneaker that people have been waiting for a while is the heir to the Yeezy 350 V2 line, the Yeezy Boost 380. Now this one is going to be called the Alien colorway, and as you guys can see, it kind of gives off that alien sense. It looks a little bit extraterrestrial. It has like that sense of like what people think that aliens look like a grayish kind of tone, a lot of like weird holes and stuff on the shoe because of the prime knit. It's just a really interesting sneaker, and I think that because this is the initial release for the 380, I mean, obviously Kanye is going to be releasing a whole bunch of other colorways and stuff, but because it's going to be the OG colorway, I'm thinking that the resale is going to be solid for this. I mean, people have been waiting for a new 350 model for a really long time, so this should fetch high demand. Now these will be dropping on Yeezy Supply as well as Adidas.com, and they will be selling for $230, which is actually $10 more expensive than retail for the Yeezy 350 model. Now I'm projecting the resale to be about $450 to $650, so nothing like spectacular like Travis Scott level, but it is very high for resale in terms of like what we've been looking at this month. In terms of sizes, I don't think it matters honestly for this one. Anything from 8 to like 13 will be a good like value, so just whatever you can cop, go get it, man. It's gonna be a quick seller for sure. And now on November 22nd, actually rounding out the last of the Jordan 1 mid collabs for the Fearless series, this is the Facetasm Air Jordan 1 mid. Now I had to actually do my research on what Facetasm is. It's actually a Japanese label. So what they did is they actually modeled the shoe after like the expression of Tokyo. So they have a lot of like blue and stuff on there. It has like a crumpled kind of paper look. I don't know what they were going for there, but it's unique. However, in terms of like the other ones that we've seen, the Blue the Great and the Melody sneaker, I think that this is like the least stand out, and it looks more like what you expect from a Jordan 1 mid, kind of just like bleh, you know, nothing spectacular. But because of that, I don't think that the resale is going to be good. I think it will be less than $200, and honestly I think it could probably go maybe $30 or $40 over retail, which isn't much. After fees and stuff, it's pretty much nothing. So this is one to be hesitant about. I mean, we can do our research and look closer to drop date, but I'm not thinking this one will be hot. And another fire sneaker dropping the next day is the Air Jordan 4 What The. This one is dropping on November 23rd for a price tag of $200, and it follows that What The line except on the Jordan 4 model. So this one is a mix of the white cement, the black cement, military blue, and the fire red. And so you guys can see on this shoe, it has a lot of different tones all over it, giving it the What The look. In terms of resale, I'm not sure how this sneaker will do. Jordan 4 doesn't typically sell well on the aftermarket, and I mean, it is a What The sneaker, but I'm not sure if there's a lot of hype and demand for Jordan 4s right now. This one will probably go for about $220 to $270 in my opinion, so not that much over retail. You guys will be able to make a couple bucks on that, but I'm just having a bad feeling about it that it's just not going to do well on the aftermarket, so I'd be hesitant with that one. Nothing too crazy there. Also on November 23rd is another Yeezy 500 drop. This one is called the Yeezy 500 Stone though. It will be retailing for $200 $200 and dropping on Yeezy Supply and Adidas.com. And you guys can see it is a pretty standard Yeezy 500. I mean, it looks close to the blush, it looks close to the bone white. It's just a very neutral color, and I mean, that's kind of what they're going for, so it makes sense. And I think it'll be very similar to the Soft Vision Resell as well. So you guys can expect size 4 to 6, again, over $400, and size 8 to 11, about $220 to $300. So another good target right there. And on November 29th, towards the end of the month, will be a Jordan 1 high drop, and this one is called the Bloodline. Now, you guys know Jordan 1s are always a top seller for resale, and I think this one will be no exception. It will retail for $160, dropping on Sneakers app and a bunch of foot retailers as well. And I'm thinking that the resale will be pretty typical. It'll be about $200 to $330 in terms of resale. Size 8 to 9.5 will be the ones that are touching, about $300, $330, and the larger sizes like 12, 13s will be about $200. So good value there, man. And honestly, it's just a pretty solid colorway. Nothing too crazy for me. I love Jordan 1s, but this one isn't screaming like I need to have it, you know? And so also on November 29th, which I forgot to mention is Black Friday, there will be a Yeezy release, and this one is a restock of a previous Yeezy that dropped months ago. The Yeezy non-reflective in the black colorway will be coming back on Black Friday, November 29th, and it will be selling on Yeezy Supply and on Adidas.com. The retail will be the same at $220, and for resale, I think there is good potential here. What they're going for currently is about $450 on average. I'm thinking that after the restock, depending on the stock level, I think that after the restock, there will be a $100 drop pretty much across the board in all sizes. So that's what I'm expecting. However, if you guys figure $220 is retail and they're going $100 less than $450, then that's about $350 or so. So there's still some decent value there. And so the final shoe that is projected to release in November, but I'm not certain if it's actually gonna happen, this is only a rumor right now, is the Travis Scott Air Force 1 Low. This one is actually called the Cactus Jack, and it looks crazy, man. Like, guys, look at this shoe. This is insane. He put a whole bunch of different textures on there, a lot of different colors, has like a zipper even. It just looks flamboyant and really crazy looking. So you guys know resale is going to be crazy too. These will probably be retailing for about $160, which is a typical price of an Air Force 1 Low. Also, in terms of resale, I'm thinking that it'll be a high one. If this drops in November, this will be the sneaker to cop. $800 to $1,500 in my range. I know it's a pretty wide range, you know, so it really just goes to show that I'm not certain how this will drop. No release date yet, but stay tuned on like Twitter and also on like Instagram and stuff. And I'm sure you guys will see it popping up all over the place very shortly. So that is actually it for all the sneakers dropping in November, man. Like I said, a lot of hype releases, whether you're a Nike fan, whether you're an Adidas fan, there's something for everybody, man. And if you guys aren't feeling these sneakers for the personal, then the resale is obviously lit. So this is it for the November sneaker releases. I know we will be coming back even hotter in December. It is Christmas season, so you guys know that's when Jordan drops the crazy heat. That's when Yeezy drops the crazy heat as well. So if you guys aren't already, be sure to subscribe down below so you guys don't miss the December sneakers buyer's guide. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button as well. And I hope, sincerely hope, that all of you guys are able to cop at least a couple of these sneakers in November, man. It's gonna happen, man. Positive vibes only. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, stay humble, stay blessed, take care. I will see you guys on the next episode. Aloha. Shoots!